Hello, I am Anya Lightheart. I'm a galactic channel, and I channel a consciousness that goes by the name of Aria. It is a consciousness that is it's a group of many galactic families coming together to help us in this process of raising the consciousness of the planet. And yeah, I'm super excited to be here. It's been a very interesting few days since the last time I created a video, just because it feels that the timelines continue to crumble and collapse and new ones are being replaced. It's like having like a Mandela effect on steroids or something like that. Just feels very confusing at times. And yeah, it's just been interesting. For example, yesterday it just took me a little bit to come back to ground, to come back into my heart. Well, not that I wasn't, but just to be more embodied, because I was just traveling so much and seeing all these different potentials, and some of them weren't as happy. I could see where we could have gone if we wouldn't have taken this route. But it makes me feel calm when I think of what Arya says, that is, we made it. And so that's what I really, really want to share with you. If you take anything away from this video, from this channeling, will be just every time you have that uncertainty, every time fear comes through, every time sadness or overwhelm or anxiety because of everything happening around you and within you. Um, just remember that we've made it and hold on to that idea and hold on to that idea of new earth, and that energy will help you expand and come back into your body so you can really embody that new frequency, that is new earth, that is us as creators, as we've always been, but just now with that realization. So that's what I'm holding on to, and that's what I'm choosing to just really feel in my heart and my soul. New earth, seeing everyone around me in wholeness, in the light of a creator and the light of divinity. So, all right, I can feel Aria coming through. I feel a lot of Pleiadian energy. There's some Syrian energy happening too. I normally I don't share. I don't feel guided to share who's coming through, even though when I'm channeling, I could feel like. Let me explain what's going on when I'm channeling. I'm not actually here. I'm somewhere else. I just can see these uh, fragmented lights or pieces of, I don't know. It's like fragments of source. I don't know what it is. It's beautiful, and but I could feel where the beings are coming through, and sometimes I can see them too, but they just don't care to share who they are, like if they're Palladian or Syrians or Andromedan or Arcturian or Lyran, like it doesn't matter because it's source energy. And what matters to me is that they come from a place of love, from a place of that is just divinity, that is divine energy coming through. So that's the standard. If it's not divine, if it's not love, then they're not welcome. So the rest doesn't matter. As for you, if you feel called to tap into those certain energies and just inquire and be curious about it, you certainly are most welcome to do that. And I also found that when you're listening to these channelings, you're being so activated that the energy in this moment is just more potent, that you can definitely tap more into that and expand from there. If contact has been one of the things you've been desiring, this is another way and an easy way to do it. So just play with it and have fun and stay in your heart, knowing that you're taken care of, knowing that you're safe, knowing that this is a safe space where you can have this kind of contact in a very gentle, loving, expansive way. All right, here we go. We are Aria, and we are delighted to be here with you today. Can you feel it? Can you feel the excitement running through you as you remember who you are? Running through your body as you remember what you're here to do, what you're here to be. And it is in those moments of stillness that you get these wonderful, wonderful creative ideas that expand you, that brings you closer to your remembrance of your own creator self. It's also the pathway that reminds you of your um, other existence and other planets, or perhaps your connection to your hybrid children. Now, not everybody is here to remember those qualities of themselves, but most of you are. And if you're attracted to this energy, if you magnetize in this video, this channel, this download, it's because you are ready for it. You're ready to remember. And it can only happen when you choose for it to happen. It can happen at a soul level, or this can happen in a conscious matter. But it doesn't matter. But what it does is that you're choosing to embody it. It is until you embody what you have been experiencing, what you have been remembering and learning, that then from that space you can share it openly with others. And that is your only job. You can think of as a skill. It's like learning how to garden or learning how to play a guitar. It's like learning how to channel. You first embody the skill and then you share it with others. And it is in that sharing that you're embracing your full sovereignty, your full freedom as a conscious, greater being. You embody it first, embody the experiences before you choose to share it with them, with others. Because when you do that, you're activating that part of yourself that is full divinity, that is full creator, and is wholeness. Because you're choosing to align yourself with that consciousness that is creation, that is creativity, that is source. Embody it first. And you will embody it through experience, through practicing. And for some of you, it will be practicing kindness, practicing how to be more compassionate. And then you'll go and teach about those things and bring the light to those things, which is what your planet needs. Where you're heading is a space, it's a new earth where your skills are your currency. Because it is your skills and your ability to be in that alignment of divine flow in whatever it is that you choose to do. It doesn't matter if you choose to be an accountant or a doctor or a teacher or a gardener, farmer. It does not matter, for it is in that remembrance that your consciousness expands, that you are in divine flow. And that, my dear, is your currency. Your consciousness is your currency. You'll find that, you'll discover what is it that is your skill when you discover, when you find joy, when you feel joy in your body, when you are being that, when you are doing that. It doesn't matter what that is. It doesn't matter what it looks like for others, for only you can know what that brings you joy. That is your currency. It can be scary at the beginning to let go of the traditional ways of work, of the traditional ways of obtaining and generating money. But the more you lean into your creative self, the more you'll discover that it is about remembering that only source is your supply, and the connection to source comes from your unconsciousness, which is your currency. You see that? And it can be a huge flip for you to go from what you were doing, from what you used to know as truth, for what you used to know as the norm, to one day waking up and having a different idea of what could be possible for you. And you have two choices. You can jump right in, or you can choose to dip your toes, try it, experience it. We're here to share with you that we would much rather have you jump full force, but we understand the human nature. And so if you at least um, dive into it a little bit, just, you know, take the first step. The next will be revealed, and the next will be revealed, and maybe by the end of it, which is, by the way, never ending, but when you feel completed, you may look back and see, well, this is not what I had in mind, but it was even better. That's our promise to you. It will be even better than you could have ever imagined. And now, the more you look into those experiences, you see that the timelines will be revealed to you in a more clear way. In other words, what you may have felt at the time when things started for you, that you had an idea, it could have been a piece of a puzzle. Later on, it will be maybe half the puzzle that you are getting that vision of what that new time might look like, may look for you. In other words, the more you lean within, the more you lean in your own ability to create your path, to create the life that you really are here to experience and to live, through your own service, starting with yourself. Because when you serve yourself, you're serving the world. This is not about selfishness, it's about remembering that there's no separation between you and the next human next to you, or a being for that matter. The more you lean into that, instead of getting glimpses, you get full blown ideas, because you will trust yourself, knowing that even though that was the idea giving at the moment, at the time, you're open to also creating something even better, that is beyond that half of the puzzle, that is beyond that piece of the puzzle. You'll get bigger and clearer ideas and visions of what is available to you in each and every single moment. But first, you must take the first step. Today, take some time to go for a walk, meditate, be with yourself, even if it's for just a few moments, but allow the energy to flow through you. Don't do it with the intention to receive an idea so that you can finally do. It doesn't work quite like that, because there's a sense of control behind it. But if you go outside, go for a walk, you are setting your focus onto something that is expansive, in a way that expands your consciousness. Just being outside, for example, we can certainly assure you that you'll be closer to that space where you surrender to receiving exactly what you've been asking for, that guidance, that piece of information that would lead to more happiness, more peace, more compassion, more fulfillment. And so it is. We are Aria, and we've been delighted to connect with you today. I'm going to go for a walk and just continue to expand on this energy. I see you and I love you.